Where did the JavaScript for loop come from? Imagine trying to tell a computer to do something over and over again without writing the same code many times. That's what loops help us do. The for loop is one of the most common ways to do this in JavaScript. But where did it come from? Well, it actually has roots in some of the earliest programming languages. Back in the 1950s, a language called Fortran was created. Fortran was one of the first high-level languages designed to make programming easier. It introduced a way to repeat actions using a loop structure. This idea was simple but powerful. It let programmers tell the computer to do something multiple times based on a condition. The syntax of the for loop with its three parts, initialization, condition, and increment, became very popular. It was clear and easy to understand. Many languages followed this pattern because it made controlling repetition straightforward. Languages like C, which came out in the early 1970s, adopted this style. When JavaScript was created in 1995 by Brendan Eich at Netscape, it borrowed many ideas from these earlier languages. The for loop was included because it was already familiar to many programmers. It allowed developers to write code that could loop through arrays, control how many times a task was repeated, or manage other data structures efficiently. The structure of the for loop in JavaScript has three main parts. First, you set a starting point like var I equals 0. Next, you tell the computer how long to keep looping, such as while I is less than 10. And finally, you tell it how to change the loop variable after each run, like I++. This pattern makes it easy to control iteration. In web development, the for loop is used all the time. You can loop through lists of items, update elements on a page, or run tasks repeatedly without writing the same code again and again. Over time, JavaScript added other types of loops, like for in and for of, but the classic for loop remains a core tool. So, the for loop in JavaScript comes from a long history of programming languages that wanted to make repeating tasks simple and clear. It was adapted from the early ideas in languages like Fortran and C, and it has become one of the most useful tools for controlling how code runs. That's how this simple yet powerful loop structure made its way into JavaScript and web development today.